All right. Thank you very much, Melanie Mack. Lots happening online, and we've got hours more of YouTube Live at E3 today, all leading up to Bethesda's press conference at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern. So we have a bit of a marathon day ahead of ourselves, but lots of great guests and games to showcase to you guys in the hours coming up. And you can hit me up on Twitter at Jeff Keighley if you have any questions. But right now, we're going to welcome back a good friend of mine, Michele Morrow. You saw her earlier today.
Yes. Thanks for having me back.
Now you get your own segment. No Angry Joe, no Andrew Renee, no Kyle Boss.
I missed them. No Bernie.
Not many people get their own segment on this show, but you deserve it.
I feel honored. Thank you.
Well, and you've done lots of voices in games. We obviously know you from all your amazing work hosting and working on BlizzCon, and then something else cool you're working on with YouTube.
Yes.
We can talk about this. I don't know if people know this, but Michele, you actually conceived of a new show for YouTube Red, you and Jesse Cox.
Yep.
And it's not only something that YouTube wants to do, you actually have made the show.
We have, we're done shooting now.
So what can you tell us about it? It's inspired by the world of esports?
It is, yeah. You know, it kind of goes back to my time doing Heroes of the Dorm, the very first one in 2015. And I just saw how a bunch of college kids put together their esports teams within the college because they all had to play at the same school. So just figuring out how everybody put together a team and going up against the big organizations. And I just saw this like really sort of bad news bears-ish sort of vibe in that. And I thought, well, I could write a treatment based on this. And I had a lot of people who wanted to collaborate with me. Everybody wanted me, like everyone I met with, they wanted me to partner with a video game, to partner with like Riot, to partner, like to base the video game based on, you know, League of Legends. But then I thought, well, you know, if you do that, then you're hampering yourself on being able to tell a really good story about a team just trying to make it up again. I mean, it's hard right now. Esports is tough. So we pitched it around, and we decided we would make our own game. And so it's
not just a show; it's a show and a game.
Yeah, there's a game inside of the show, and it's a MOBA. And we didn't have a huge budget to make it, and it's not like you can. Players, we won't be able to play it yet. Hopefully, maybe in the future we will be able to.
Did you do like a little prototype though for the show?
We did. So because we wanted to be able to put game sequences inside of the show. And I partnered with Dan Harmon from Starburns. He's been amazing. He totally understood it and thought this was the right route. So we were able to use the Star 2 engine from Blizzard, put all of the different assets in it, and create our own game. So we've been like choreographing the same way you would a scene inside of a TV show or a movie. We've been choreographing that with the characters to make sure it goes along with the series. So there's about 60 gameplay sequences or so that we've cut in and I've directed.
And maybe one day that will become a game that I can download?
I mean, that would be the hope at the end of the day. But yeah, I've been directing the gameplay scenes, but our director is Danny Jelinek, who's been just an incredible guy. He came from sort of the Harmon 101 guys, the Channel 101. And Harmon also put us together with two Rick and Morty writers, a writing team, Sarah and Erica, and they actually both had written for games.
There's Dan.
Here's Sarah and there's Erica and Dan Harmon. This is this is behind the scenes. I don't have any live footage for you guys yet because we are in the middle of editing, but they are writers on Rick and Morty. And they just get it. They just get gaming. Sarah's husband works at Riot, and Erica's husband is also in gaming. This is all of our keys and all of our heads of production. It was a really big show, actually. On one of our biggest days, I think we may have had a couple hundred people on set. So
YouTube Red doesn't mess around.
Yeah, we had people cosplay as our characters. This is Danny and Aaron from the Game Grumps. So our show will live on the Game Grumps channel, and they are the stars of our series.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you got Game Grumps in it, you, Dan Harmon. Inspired by the world of esports. Its own gameplay sequences in there.
My face is like big next to my face. This was supposed to show you more. I was going to debut a little bit of one of our characters here.
Oh, cool.
But because it's Pride, and she's a gender fluid dinosaur, but you can't see it now. This is our director and our DP. This is Andy Knapp. But these guys killed it.
And are you in the show too?
I am, yeah. Yeah, I'm like the industry insider turned gamer. Turned pro gamer.
Well, that's good. So you got a role in there. And then do the folks like you and Aaron, do you guys do voices for the game sequences too?
We have yet to go that far. If we do voices, then I would assume yes. But yeah. That's where we're at right now with it.
That's what's next.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's 6 episodes. This is our entire, I think it even goes more, but our entire cast and crew It's one of our last days of shooting, but we were so lucky to have such a great team.
That's cool. Well, just to be able to do a show that big, doing it for YouTube Red, inspired by the world of games, and that's one of the things.
And it's hard to show games, in TV shows. I mean, there's very few I can think of where I thought, God, that scene works. Kind of like in Swingers, the hockey scene, that kind of thing. It's very hard to show.
Yep, no, you're right. And doing it authentically in a way, and the YouTube audience obviously knows games really well, so they want to see it authentic and have you and Game Grumps and Dan, who knows
Jesse
loves
Cox.
games. Jesse, that's right.
We even have pro gamers in it from CLG. We have
some cool cameos.
Yeah, Naomi Kyle, and we've got more cameos too that I can't tell you. But we've got a really cool,
well, we got, and
cool list.
Can you tell us when this is coming out, or what we can expect?
It's I can say later this year, but that's we haven't set a hard date yet.
All right, well that's good. But you're doing lots of other things. Tell us what else. What else are you working on? Where else can we find?
Well, this week for E3, on Tuesday I'll be moderating the God of War panel.
Oh, that's right. You're kicking off the E3 Coliseum, which I'm also producing on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
And that's the opening session, an hour with Corey Barlog and the team, all talking about.
I'm really excited about
making a God of War, and I've got a little preview of some of the things they're going to talk about, and it's really cool. I think it's going to, one of the things I love about E3 is seeing the games, but then everyone has so many questions.
Yeah.
And I think, after the press conference tomorrow night, hopefully there'll be something on God of War there, and then Tuesday we'll get to, hear much more.
Yeah, absolutely.
About what those guys are going to be showing. So yeah, we'll see you there hosting on Tuesday.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Congrats
on the show.
They were happy to have you there.
It was one of the first games I ever played with my boyfriend, or my now fiance, but it was one of the very first ones.
Oh, such an amazing game, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, and Corey, having worked on God of War 2, it's great to have him back.
It's kind of funny to think that God of War 2 was a date night for us,
Hey, that was an incredible experience.
I loved it.
And it was just so intense and visceral.
Yeah.
Got you ready. So, all right, well, we'll see you Tuesday for the God of War panel, and we'll look forward to the unnamed Michele Morrow project.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks very much,
Thank
Michele.
you, Jeff.